a great Super Tuscan for under $20? I've got it for you coming up next. Hey everybody, welcome back to $20 Tuesdays. I'm so excited for today's selection. It is one of my all-time favorite types of wine, and it is Super Tuscan. In the 1960s, the Chianti region, it was in an economic downturn, as well as just the general technicalities of how you make wine, what goes on in the region. It was a very interesting time in the 1960s. Before then, Super Tuscan, the term Super Tuscan did not exist. What's really cool is that you had a few rogue warriors out there, people who wanted to completely do something that was totally different when it came to wine, which is very interesting. You know, Italy's laws are very, very, very strict when it comes to wines, the blends, what they can and can't be. There were a few winemakers out there that decided, hey, we're gonna do our own thing. We found a loophole that basically we can call our wine table wine and run with it. Make high quality wines at a reasonable price and do something new. They had all of these incredible grape varietals. In Italy, I think that the last count was like, what, 3,000 grape varietals in Italy, which is insane. And a lot of them are very native to the area. So Super Tuscan came along, the term Super Tuscan came along when the winemakers decided to start blending different grape varietals outside of the traditional Chianti blend. So really, one of the pioneers for the term and the category of Super Tuscan was the Antinori family. You all may very well know the wine Tignanello. It's a beautiful expression of wine, but it's also quite an expensive bottle of wine. However, I have found a Super Tuscan today that I was skeptical at first to even present or even try because of the marketing on the bottle. But here it is. It's the Clemente 7 Settimo Rosso di Toscana, the 2013. But the reason that I was very skeptical about it is because I usually don't go for the whole marketing on the bottles. But then I saw the price. I got it for $19.99 and I said, huh, Super Tuscan, 90 points, $19.99. Okay, it's not gonna break the bank, so let's try it. So I picked it up and I was very, very, very surprised in what came out of this. So let's go ahead and let's open this bottle up and give it a try. You know, this winemaker is very unique. You know, we talked about where Super Tuscans came from, why they're called Super Tuscans, the whole table wine thing. This producer, the Castelli del Greve, and I'm gonna completely butcher this, Castelli del Grevepesa, they, just like everybody else, wanted to really express the way wines should be made in an artistic form. And so, you know, with the downturn in the 1960s, with the economy, the way wines were being regulated, this producer was led by Sir Armando Nunzi. What he did is he brought together multiple vineyards, multiple winemakers, and really formed a modern day wine cooperative. That's really what kick-started this whole wine venture for Castelli del Grevepesa. Over 50 years later, they're still producing high quality wines, and obviously this one specifically is a great quality, great value. Wonderful, wonderful nose. Definitely want to let this wine open up. Pour it a few minutes before dinner, let it set, let that bouquet just form in that glass, let the oxygen really take over and open the wine up. I would highly suggest that. I wouldn't decant it too long. It's more of a modern style, but definitely let this sit in the glass before you serve it, would be my suggestion. On the nose, you immediately get a slightly underripe cherry, almost like a sour cherry. Definitely have a great plum feature. It's like I just took a pepper grinder and ground it right here and then lofted the scents up to my nose. It's very, very interesting. That tells me that it's gonna have just a little bit of spice, a little bit of kick in it. Beautiful, beautiful fruit forward bouquet. You know, I also get a little bit of baking spice in there, something like a cinnamon, with a little bit of an herbal note as well. And definitely, it's like I just took a freshly leather belt. My wife and I went to Argentina, and they make these beautiful leather belts, and we bought one for my father-in-law, and it's like putting that up to your nose and smelling it. That is definitely what I'm getting as well on the end as I pull my nose out of the glass. Definitely, wow. My first instincts to the visuals of this wine were definitely came true. It is a very, very high body, very high tannin wine. My palate just completely dried out as soon as I sipped on this. It's a great form of what you would expect from a Super Tuscan. It's a beautiful flavor. You know, this is definitely great expression of Super Tuscan wines. I'm gonna give this one more taste. Wow. On the palate, it's very, very, very bold. You've got, you know, the cherry has come into more of a slightly ripe cherry. It's not necessarily as underripe. Still get the beautiful plum. It's almost like I took a spoonful of blackcurrant jam and stuck it in my mouth. That is definitely what's coming across here. But what's interesting is that leather component actually went over to more of a tobacco humidor. Like I just opened my cigar humidor, put my nose in it, and smelled it. That's really what's coming across as well. I would pair this with barbecue pork, you know, or pulled pork, brisket with a beautiful homemade barbecue sauce, or a ribeye with a great blue cheese crumble on top, or what just came to mind, my childhood favorite. I was in the Boy Scouts and we would have venison spaghetti. It was fantastic. I would definitely pair this with venison or a gamey meat as well. Vegetarians, the only suggestion I would have is pour on the fat and have a very, very meaty dish. A well done portobello mushroom, thick, juicy, and then take that blue cheese, put it on top with that great butter. That is exactly what I would put with this one, or what I would pair with this wine. So, Super Tuscan, under $20, $19.99. The Clemente 7 Rosso de Toscana, 2013, I'm having now. I would age this for another 3 to 5 years, and it would probably open up even more. It's also very drinkable now. I hope that you loved this $20 Tuesday. Definitely go pick this wine up in your local wine merchant, grocery store, Total Wine, wine.com. I would highly suggest it. It would be a great gift at a dinner party, or it would be great with dinner. You could also put it in your cellar for 3 to 5 years. So go check this out. If you loved this, click the like button, comment below. If you have any questions, please, I beg of you, leave those below, and subscribe. We're gonna be doing this every single week. So I'll look forward to coming to you next week with another wonderful wine that's under $20 for $20 Tuesday.